Okay, so yesterday we had filled out all of this stuff. I just took it back out so that I could make the notes back so I could print them for you guys or have them printed for you guys. But just to recap from yesterday, organs are the workers of your body. So they carry out very specific jobs, which means that each organ in your body is responsible for a certain thing. There are two organs that we use or that our body uses for movement, and they are your skeleton, which is your bones, and your muscles. So your skeleton has 4 jobs. It is to provide your body with support, it is to protect your internal organs, it is to store substances, and to make red blood cells. And then your muscles, there are 3 types of muscles in your body. You have skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. So your skeletal muscles are attached to your skeleton. Your smooth muscles are all of our internal organs, and then your cardiac muscles, what your heart's made out of. So big things for us were that our skeleton and our muscles help us move, and that there are 3 types of muscles. But something else that we could add as a big thing, because it is a big difference for us to have, is the difference between voluntary and involuntary. So as far as your muscles go, your skeletal muscles, the ones that are attached to your skeleton, those are voluntary, which means we make those move. We choose to move our arms, we choose to move our legs, we choose to move our fingers and our toes. Okay, and then your smooth muscles and your cardiac muscles, those are all involuntary, which means you don't have to worry about making them move or doing their job. They do it all on their own. Today I want to take care of the 5 organs that go for digestion. So the same way yesterday where I would type something in and make it red, we're still going to do that, okay? So there are organs in your body that are responsible for digestion. Digestion is the process that your body goes through to blank. That blank is going to be break down food. I'm typing with one hand because I'm holding the phone with the other. And my son, if you can hear him, he breathes very loudly. He's asleep in my arms right now, so sorry. Okay. The blank that you have is break down food into nutrients that your body needs. So you're just putting those 3 words on your line. The 5 organs that we have that are responsible for digestion are your stomach, and I'll fix the lines in just a second. It is your liver. This one would be your pancreas, and I'll spell them out for you. Give me 1 second. And then your small intestine and your large intestine. Make sure that we're spelling these words correctly, because I'm going to spell them out for you in just a second, but they're also going to be up here. Oops, intestine. If I typed them correctly, that would probably help. Okay, and then this one's going to be large intestine. I'm going to make these red. Give me 1 second. Okay. So your stomach is S-T-O-M-A-C-H. Your liver is L-I-V-E-R. Pancreas is P-A-N-C-R-E-A-S. And then we have small intestine, I-N-T-E-S-T-I-N-E. And large intestine, L-A-R-G-E. And then intestine is I-N-T-E-S-T-I-N-E. So I'm going to hold it. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to hold it here so you can write down what you need. So all 5 of these organs, your stomach, your liver, your pancreas, your small and large intestine, they are all used to help your body break down food, so anything that you eat. All right, your stomach. When you eat food, it goes from your mouth through your esophagus, which is in your throat, and into your stomach. The muscles of your stomach blank. This blank needs to be the word churn. C-H-U-R-N. It is a big key giveaway word for stomach. It churns the food that you eat with special digestive juices. Your stomach it actually has acid in it, okay? So like if you've ever thrown up before and you've thrown up a ton and you feel like there's no more food left in your body for you to throw up and you throw up again, it's like that like nasty like yellow stuff. That's what's in your stomach. And when you eat, let me see if I have it. Here we go. When you eat, it'll go down your esophagus, which is in your throat, and it'll drop down into your stomach. So your stomach is really thick, and inside of it is all of those digestive juices, and those digestive juices, they just start breaking that food apart. So the first way that your body breaks down food is with your teeth and the saliva in your mouth. So if you've ever eaten something that's dissolvable, like a lot of kids' medicine is dissolvable, which means you don't have to chew it or like try to force it down. It just, your saliva will slowly break it down. That's why we have spit in our mouth. It's to break down food. Your teeth also break down the food that you eat. So as soon as you chew and swallow and the food drops down your esophagus into your stomach, the digestive juices, all that acid in your stomach starts to break apart whatever you've chewed so that it can break things down so it can pass through your stomach into your intestines. A big word that goes with stomach though is churn, because churn really just means to mix. So I'm going to put mix in parentheses. I want you to do that too. Oops, hang on. There we go. And it mixes whatever you eat with all those juices to help break it down even more. I'm going to actually add a text box, so I want you to write this off to the side. Yikes, hang on, let's see, in line with the text. Sorry guys. I want you to write that your stomach is bag-shaped, okay? Because if they talk about a bag-shaped organ, that also goes with your stomach. I don't know what I'm pointing at right here. If you see, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. This is what the stomach looks like, okay? But the reason they call it bag-shaped is because this pink part here supposed to resemble a bag, and it holds food in there until it breaks it down enough to pass it through. So at the top of your stomach, there's a little flap, and when you swallow, that flap will open so that food can drop down into your stomach. And once it's done mixing and churning with those digestive juices and acid in your stomach, you also have a little flap at the bottom, and that will open so that the food can continue to pass through. And once it passes through, I'm going to move over here really quickly. It passes, this is your stomach, it'll pass from your stomach into your small and large intestine, and then that pulls out what we need. So churn is a key word for stomach, and bag-shaped also would be a key giveaway word for stomach. I want to go look at the liver and the pancreas really quickly. This first blank here is just liver, L-I-V-E-R. Okay, your liver makes a digestive juice called blank. That blank is the word bile. It's B-I-L-E. Bile's job is to break down fatty foods, okay? And I'm like 99% sure we have a card on Quizlet for bile. Let me check really quick. Nope, wrong tab. Yeah, bile, okay? Breaks down fatty foods, perfect, okay. Where am I? Here I am. Your liver also cleans the blank coming from the digestive organs. It cleans the blood coming from your digestive organs. So your next blank is just blood, B-L-O-O-D. It says your blank, this blank is pancreas. It's P-A-N-C-R-E-A-S. Your pancreas makes other kinds of digestive juices that help digest blank and blank. This should be starches. So like stuff that's in bread, okay? So there's a lot of starch in bread and pasta, stuff like that. And and then this one would be in fat. Okay, it helps also digest fat. So I'm gonna make these bold and red. Those are your 2 blanks. A big giveaway word for pancreas is sugar. So the next thing is sugar, because it says your pancreas also helps keep the right amount of blank. That blank is sugar, S-U-G-A-R, in your blood. And I'm pretty sure on Quizlet I have it so that the keywords that are bolded for pancreas are starches and sugar. But an easy way that I like to remember this is that pancreas ends in an S, and starch and sugar both start with S. So that's how I remember that those 2 keywords go with pancreas, starches and sugars, because pancreas ends with S, they start with S. So your liver makes bile, which helps break down fatty foods, and your pancreas is in charge of digesting starches and fats and keeping the right amount of sugar in your blood. Small intestine. Your small intestine uses the digestive juices from the liver, so the bile, and the pancreas, to finish digesting the foods that you eat. Nutrients from this digested food move into your blank and are absorbed by your body to use. I'm going to tell you that the blank is blood, okay? The nutrients will go into your blood, but I want you to highlight, highlight the word nutrients, because nutrients is actually the key giveaway word for your small intestine. So I'm gonna highlight small intestine too. Do that with the highlighter in your pencil pouch, okay? Your small intestine's job is to pull out any good nutrients that it can out of all of the foods that you eat. So if you're just stuck eating Pop-Tarts and little mini donuts and I don't know, Twinkies and chips, there's not going to be a whole lot for your small intestine to pull out. But if you eat what mom makes for dinner, or I don't know, you go to whatever, if you're eating better foods, then your small intestine is going to have a lot more to pull out. Whatever you put into your body, no matter what it is, your small intestine is going to pull out all the good stuff that it can to give your body energy. Okay, that's a small intestine's job. Whatever your small intestine cannot take, it will push it onto your large intestine. So if you see, okay, your stomach, it's all connected, because at the bottom of the stomach there's another flap. And once your stomach is done churning and mixing that juice, that flap will open and everything will get pushed into the small intestine. And whatever your small intestine can't pull out to use, it'll then push it into the large intestine. So right above this little picture, it says material that your body does not need. Anything that can't be digested, it's moved into your large intestine. Your large intestine removes and absorbs water. Water is the key word for the large intestine. So anything that your small intestine doesn't want gets pushed into the large intestine, and your large intestine's job is to pull out all the water that it can, and it puts the water back into your body. The water is absorbed into your blood. So anything that's left over is the waste that your body doesn't want, okay? So the solid waste, that would be your poop. If you look, and don't freak out, everybody poops, okay? Here's an easier picture for you to see. So the stomach pushes into the small intestine, they're connected, and the small intestine, it's all wrapped in there. It pulls out all the nutrients, all the good stuff that it can out of the foods that you eat. And anything that your body doesn't need will then get pushed into your large intestine. So your large intestine's job is to continue to pull out all the water. If it did not do its job, if it did not pull out all the water, every time you had to go to the bathroom, every time you pooped, it would just be diarrhea. Okay, I'm not trying to be funny and I'm not trying to be gross. That's just the reality of it. If you look at the way that the large intestine is shaped, it's shaped like a piece of poop, because that's where the poop sits, your solid waste, anything that your body cannot use, out of the foods that you eat. It will sit there until it's ready to leave your body, until you have to go to the bathroom, and then you would go to the bathroom, okay? So the small intestine's job is to pull out nutrients, pulls out all the good stuff. The large intestine is very important. Its job is to pull out all of the water so that we don't have diarrhea all the time. But it also holds solid waste, and solid waste is poop, okay, until it's ready to leave your body. We're obviously not doing the summarizing part. I'm not there, but giveaways, okay? Giveaway big key words for the liver would be bile, B-I-L-E, and cleans blood. I'm going to make these red in just a second, but I want you to write them in. Okay. Big key giveaway words for pancreas would be starches, S-T-A-R-C-H-E-S, and then the next blank is sugars in blood. So pancreas is starches and sugars, but pancreas ends with S, and starches and sugars, they start with S. I'm actually going to do this. Oops. I'm big into letter recognition. So things that make things easier for me to remember are letters that should go together. So because pancreas ends in S and starches and sugars start with S, I'm going to highlight the S in pancreas. And then I'm going to highlight that starches and sugar start with S too. Okay, your small intestine, what does it? Uses juices. I actually don't want any of this. You can actually you don't have to cross it out. I'm going to fix this anyways. This is what yours is going to look like. I want you to write the word nutrients. Oh, not typing. That's lovely. There we go. Okay. Pulls out all the good stuff. There we go. The large intestine, the key words, what is happening, would be water. Oh, I have water here. So then make this removes. I'm sorry. I didn't read what I even wrote. Removes and absorbs water. There we go. And holds blank. And that blank is going to say solid waste. And in parentheses, I'm writing that solid waste, oops, is poop. Well, if I could type, I would do that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Make sure you have the key words there that we need. And that's it.